This is an evaluation for the completed couture dress design. The design was created by making a chicken wire structure for the bottom half of the tailor's dummy, and an old t-shirt was used for the top half. This was pinned into place on the mannequin. Eucalyptus leaves were then carefully layered onto the t-shirt area using both hot and cold glue. A scrunched piece of tissue paper was attached to the chicken wire at the bottom. Moss was then glued on top of this. The previously made couture necklace was then broken down and attached to this mossed area. A corsage was created by rolling an aspidistra leaf. This was filled with hyacinth, spray roses, rolled eucalyptus leaves, and hypericum berries were then attached in a line down the front of the corsage. The bottom of the skirt was created by adding tree ivy weaved through the chicken wire frame. To hide the mechanics where the ivy joined the eucalyptus leaves, I added rolled aspidistra leaves in small little sections. Clematis were then placed in between the rolled aspidistra leaves. These were glued in place. To complete the design, I added a necklace which was made by threading hyacinth pips onto aluminium wire. In terms of the principles and elements of design, all materials and shape of the design were in proportion with each other and the scale worked well. There was contrast between the different shapes and textures of the flowers and foliage used. There were delicate textures of the hydrangea and clematis, smooth texture of the eucalyptus leaves, the bobbly texture of the hypericum berries, and the rougher, coarse texture of the tree ivy. Placements of the materials in the design allowed for repetition, which gave the design rhythm. There was lots of positive space in the design. The design is asymmetrical, it's decorative, it's both overlapping and free. The design has several points with several outputs. The materials both are directly upwards in the upper part of the design and downwards in the bottom half of the design. This design is constructed and layered and interwoven. Improvements to make would be more visibility on the panel at the front, and perhaps some additional panels could be added too for further interest in the design.